NASCAR sent me to the street race in Chicago, and I'm going to give you guys a little lowdown on what it's like to be out there in the city for what could be one of the biggest events of the year for Chicago for NASCAR. Pretty wild what they do, all the logistics. Beautiful downtown Chicago. I went Saturday and Sunday, saw some Xfinity racing Saturday, saw some of the Cup racing on Sunday. The Sunday race got rained out, but made my way on over. I'm only about an hour and a half out from the city. So went on in there representing iRacing with the cap there. Got my VIP tickets. Thanks, huge shout out to NASCAR for that, sending me out. They got a huge area, big NASCAR experience area at Butler Park. Really, really cool event. Huge area, just walk around. Beautiful weather, probably like in the like low 80s. Nice little breeze. So it was a great weekend. Got some shots of the Xfinity cars going around the bend there. Not a whole lot of good areas to get some good footage when you just have like general admission, kind of stuck along the fence there. But got some shots. I walked around. I saw some pretty cool areas. There's this crazy electric Ford Lightning there. They got a whole. You just walk around all day, and they just got exhibits and just different stuff, just hanging out all day. And then we got into some other stuff. Oh, a little bit of the old pace action there. A lot of fencing. Hard to get good shots. Then the Xfinity race started up. The sounds were amazing and the smell was amazing. So I was able to catch some of the Xfinity race on that Saturday, and then Sunday, this is footage from Sunday. I had pit road access with my ticket, so at 2 p.m. local time, they opened up the VIP to the pit road. And you're able to see all the cars. Some really cool Chicago-inspired paint jobs out there. You just hang out. It was like over an hour. You could take a look. I did try to do some live streaming from this area. And if you guys caught that, you know, it was a kind of a disaster. It didn't really work out too well. My phone actually started to overheat. That didn't work out too well. So I just was able to get some footage here, just taking the walk. No drivers were out at this point, so you just kind of look at the cars. But overall, it was a great weekend. Sunday did get cut short due to rain, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to stay too long on that Saturday. I think the Saturday was the day to be there for the Xfinity race, but I had some other things going on. I had to do my IMSA pilot race that Saturday, so I got there a little bit late on Saturday. But, you know, all the stuff, most of the fun that I had was before the race on Sunday, really. That's when all the exciting stuff was happening, where you can walk around, see stuff, you know, take a look at all the cars and all of that. Because once the race actually began, I was general admission, and there's just kind of areas where you can stand along the fence as a general admission. I would definitely recommend, if you're going to go to this race, try to get a seat in any of the grandstands. I think that's going to be your best option. But since it is a street course, the visibility is very limited on what you can see at any one given point. So I really do, as part of my bucket list, I would really like to go to an actual NASCAR event. You know, something like Daytona or Talladega or Las Vegas or something where you just set up shop in the grandstands. And kind of a shot like that, where, like, you know, if you're going to go to the street course, get something like that. You know, I mean, you're going to pay big bucks for it, but you know, with a traditional oval track, at least from the grandstands, you'll be able to see a lot more. You know, you see the majority of the track, from what I've been told. So still want to do something like that. Now, I'm not the biggest NASCAR fan, but man, when you're there, you just can't help yourself, dude. These cars are loud. They're fast, and the smell really hit me that first day on Saturday. The first time they went by, you get that real expensive smell that goes by, and that really surprised me. I was like, man, I'm locked in now. But yeah, that was it's so cool just to be there and see it in real life, see all the people, and you know, just the logistics alone to put this event on in Chicago just boggles my mind. How much stuff that they're doing, and roads shut down, and how the city operates, and it's just really impressive. But yeah, just get to walk around pit. You can see where on the other side, on the opposite side of where the camera's pointed, that's where all, like, they got all their little stations with all their tires and little monitors, and you know, where they're chilling there. And I forgot to get video of it, but a bunch of guys for the pit crew were like greasing up and oiling up their tire changing their air powered things for the lugs for the wheels, and they were cleaning them and all that. But look at this Jordan inspired, old school Jordan inspired paint job there. Tyler Reddick, he actually got second in the race. He was chasing down the leader at the very end, but he touched the wall there. I'm not sure if I get a shot of this, but there's a White Sox inspired paint job as well. But really cool. I like how they do all the different paint jobs and stuff for this specific thing. So yeah, really cool event. Sorry the live stream didn't work out there. Huge shout out to NASCAR for sending me to the NASCAR street race in downtown Chicago. I feel like I'm part of the pit crew over here. We're gonna start changing some tires later. We are in it. We are literally in it. I'm gonna start giving advice to some pit crews, so be on the lookout for that. I'll tell them whether or not they need the dry or wet tires. So I'm involved here. That's right. I was involved. That's right. Yep. Took some you know, listen, I'm a live streamer, not a YouTuber, so I'm doing the best I can here, folks. But yeah, huge shout out to NASCAR. It was epic. Yeah, I love that Jordan paint. So good. Growing up where I did grow up, I was a huge Jordan fan growing up. So yeah, here's just some shots. All the peoples. Really good stuff. Big open area by the fountain. Get any food you want. There's people all over in the buildings just trying to get a glimpse of what's going on. Really good stuff. And then we had the flyover. Let me hear you. Shake and bake it, baby. Let's go. This was turn 5. I mean, you can see the lack of visibility. That's where I started watching the race. Turn 5, I was chilling on turn 5 for a while. Had a little deep dish pizza, Chicago style. Then it started raining, so I found a tent. Had a little bite to eat, watching it on the big screen. And the rain just got worse and worse and worse. Started puddling. That new Tempest system is a real nightmare. I did find the iRacing simulators. They were rained out. And then, yeah, basically just called it quits. You can see it was supposed to be just like kind of a light rain, but it got worse and worse, and just the whole skies just kind of grayed up and let loose, and it was getting kind of late, and, you know, I kind of seen everything I could see, and I was getting soaked and wet, but overall, it was a a hell of an experience, and really had an awesome time. And maybe next time Ellie will come